And now we're going to talk about rise and fall. We will start with rising action. So for rising action, we're going to use a lot of feet, especially, since every swing action will at some point end up to be up. Without strong feet, we'll have a really hard time to have balance. In order to do that, we will use again one of our favorite tools. We're going to help our balance, our feet to develop. So here's what happens very often. Once we're rising, very easily we can have our sternum, which is very often called center of levity. It's going a little bit too much up, and therefore it gets separated away from our feet. So in order to control that better, what we're going to do, we're going to press our stretchy band down while we're going to go up. So that will help us to create more balance, create more strength because of an extra resistance. So whatever action, if we go to the side and then rise later on, see, I'm working exactly opposite to my rising action to prevent this position. Then the second action what we're going to talk about is lowering. To connect that again with the stretchy band, we're going to work again opposite. So while we lower, we're going to stretch our stretchy band up. So this way again, as you can see, I'm working opposite to the direction of my lowering. So this way will help our center of levity again not to collapse as we're lowering, which again will be quite simple to do. We will actually try to stretch opposite way to maintain the same length of my body. Doesn't matter if I'm going up or down, because of both of those actions actually should only happen through your feet and knees. We do not want to use our upper body to create rise and fall, which you see a lot, especially with the beginner dancers. Now, what I want to talk about next is how the lowering action is going to affect our movement. So what we will try to avoid is lowering on the both feet. So as we lower, I always want to feel that my leg, the other leg is always going to be sent already towards the direction where we're going to go next. So to practice that, we can do the exercise when we're going to be up on our toes. Maybe I'll stay sideways. Now we're going to keep weight over one foot. And first what we're going to do, we're going to lower towards the heel first. And then from there, we're going to bend the knee. So as you can see, my moving leg is going to reach further. And then finally, we can actually take a step. Then we're going to rise again up on our toes. And again, we're going to lower first, just place the heel down so both of the legs are straight. So you see my moving leg slightly reach back. And then as I'm going to bend my standing knee, the moving leg start going further as I'm bending my knee. And then from here, I'm going to actually push to travel. I can do the same exercise going sideways. So again, I'm going to go up on my toes. I'll keep my weight over the ball of my right foot. And first, I'm only going to lower my foot, my heel. So already you can see my feet went a little bit apart. Then I'm going to bend my knee, which is going to make my foot reaching further. And then I'm going to push to the side to actually take the step. And I'm going to rise through the foot, push down to collect my feet. And again, as I lower through the foot first, I'm going to send my leg, then I'm going to bend my knee to send my leg further, and then I'm actually going to take a step. So here's what's very important with the actual order of the rise and fall. So when I lower, I will put my heels down first, and then I'm going to bend my knees. When I rise, I go through my knees first, and then through my feet. I don't want to use both of my big joints, which is knees and ankles at the same time, because that's going to make me look like I'm heavy, I'm collapsing. So I'm always going to use my feet first when I lower, and then my knees. If we rise, my knees first, and then my feet to continue. And like we were saying earlier, the lowering action will be very important, not just to go down, but actually to always initiate the direction of the next step. So we talked about in the previous subject about rotation. So I like to always think that as I lower, I always have a rotation action involved in my lowering action, which means I'm not just going to go down and then think, oh, maybe I should rotate. I will try to blend the lowering and rotation action together, which will help me to create more volume through my body, but also will help me to establish much better, much clearer direction where I'm going to go next. So I like to think the lowering action is actually the most important, not the rising, but actually the lowering, because that's where we create all the information, collect all the information to start going towards the next step. It doesn't matter if the step go actually towards the side, backward, or forward. I always want to feel my standing leg, it's rotating to send my moving leg. When I'm going to go up, on the other hand, I will try to think that my rising action through the foot pressure is going to collect my feet together as opposed to lowering. So we're going to use a simple exercise. When I'm going to lift Marzena up, right, her feet will be spread apart. So as you will see, through elevating her center of gravity, her feet hopefully will get together. See her feet if we can have a camera on her feet went perfectly together because of me elevating her center of gravity up. So as a result, her feet went together. So normally when we dance, Marzena has to do her job by herself, and I have to do my job by myself through rising through the foot pressure. We're going to collect our feet together, right? So that's very important.
Now let's just show this all in a turning box step. So I would like Slawek to show you first how he's going to use the stretchy bend while he is moving. So you're not going to see only the inner exercises, but you can see you can apply this and put into your whole choreography. So first we're going to just put his body when he's going to resist. So right now he's going to go down into the turning box step. So as you can see right now, as he's elevating, he is working through his body to create that resistance. So he's going up and down at the same time. Now, he would normally, if we would have the second stretchy bend, this would be the opposite exercise. But we're going to right now focus only on the rise through his body. And right now he's going to apply the rise and with the feeling of calmness through his chest. So as you can see on the top, he is beautifully vertical right now. And now he's going to lower again and do the same thing. Go 1, and now from here he's going to go up. And now right here, 4, 5, 6 of the turning box step, the same feeling. So we're using that opposition in the body. Now we're going to switch the stretchy bend for the forward or the back. You can do this in front of yourself or on the back. And now right now he's going to, anytime he lowers, we like to feel like he's going to stretch his body. And this is perfect for tango especially. Because there is no rise and fall, we need to feel always that the body should feel like it's split in half really. That the bottom part of the body, it's always dancing down to the floor, while the upper body, it's continuously feeling the stretch and internal rotation to find the opposition. So you always feel very nice and long in your body. So right now, if Slawek will just do it in a box step first, he's right now, as you can see, and now from the mat, he relaxes the stretchy bend. Now when he's lowering, the stretchy bend is stretching, and now it's a little bit more relaxed, but it's no loose. You always have to feel there's always tone in the body. So we never go around the 0 when there is totally loose. And now if he will do just tango basic, he's going to maintain that stretch through the body all the way through. And it doesn't matter if he will end up in a promenade position or closed position. That stretch through the body versus the weight in the legs should be always there. And that will be our helps for your rise and fall and for your stretch through the body.